Hello everybody, welcome to Speak Votomi. Thank you so much for joining me. If it is your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. Please do stay as we continue to journey through life together, ask questions, speak life into existence, one topic at a time. So, today is episode 3 of the I Cannot Be Broken series for Women's Month. Yes, power to us, the queens, I see you. Today we chat about something that's a bit different compared to the other 2 videos. We go into the music industry. If you have African parents, try any of, so many of them, just try and explain to them that music is a career. Good luck. Literally, that is all that I can say to you. But Sima just talks about how, even with all of that, she pushed through. And I mean, the music industry, especially in South Africa, is so tough already in terms of making it big and getting paid what you determine to be your worth. But for women, it's a lot tougher because we understand there's still some injustices that still prevail, but Sema is pushing through that. And I cannot wait for you to hear her story because it is so incredible. I pray that it leaves you inspired like it did me. Whatever your passion is, may you just put all your energy into that and live out your purpose. With that being said, don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about your thoughts on this topic. I would so love to engage with you. And do not forget to subscribe. While you're at it, click the notification bell and you will not miss a thing. And definitely share this video with somebody who might need it because it spoke life into me and I trust that it can continue doing that even in other people's lives. So without further ado, Speak Votomi, let's go.
Good day everyone. Igama lami nguSima Mkele wakwaMatati, born and bred in PE. But now reside in Joburg, currently studying music performance. Firstly, I'd like to thank Unkateko for giving me the opportunity to share my journey with you guys. There was a guy, I always ask myself, why is there different sound when he plays the hi-hat? Why is there different sound between the first and the second tom? What on earth is he doing with his feet? And actually the first time I sat behind a drum kit, a drum set, I played something that made sense. In fact, I played a song. So since then, I've been interested. It's been a bittersweet journey, but I'd like to conclude and say that the music chose me. I didn't choose the music. I remember after matric, was it during or after, I'm not sure, but somewhere in matric, my mom asked me what do I want to study? And I was like, I want to go study music. And she wouldn't allow me because there are some family members that have been in the music industry and them not having those tangible things made my mom a bit skeptical that there's no money in the industry and so forth. Well, the journey of me getting my first qualification, I went to a technical high school, of which I did music business, civil engineering, mechanical engineering. Did I mention business studies? I think I did. When I had to choose between a qualification that I wanted, I had to choose between civil and mechanical. So I was like, you know what? Let's go to mechanical engineering. I did a 4-year course. But Nakwana, the journey of it, it was draining. When you're not gonna use the qualification, you're just doing it for your parents. Throughout the years of studying my first qualification, I did gig a lot. So she actually saw that it's something that I love. It's something that I love doing. And she actually apologized for not allowing me to go and study music. The dream for me is to open a music school, as we can see a lot that has been going on in the country, there are teenage pregnancies, drugs and alcohol abuse. Like one person who is very cautious of what we hand the generation after ours, yeah? Like try and get the kids off the streets, man. Like that's one thing I want to do. Some of the challenges that we face as musicians, you don't necessarily send your CV and then kind of like applying for a job. You wait for people to book you. That's one. And as musicians, we have a peak season. Like we know we're gonna start gigging September, October up until January. That's our peak season. Whereas for some people that are part of productions, it's easy because you know that every month you have a fixed income that goes into your account. You've got shoots like every week. And then another challenge is people might book you for a gig, okay? And you agree on a certain fee, but the problem is the lies. The lies. You have to run after people, like asking them about the payments. When are you making the payments yet? When you agreed on the fee, you also agreed on the date of which the person is gonna pay you your money. And that's one thing that's really draining. Because at the end of the day, we've got bills, we've got food to put on the table. So it's a lot, guys. Like, like this, just having to talk about these challenges of being a musician. In the music industry, like male and females are not equals. You know that vocalists, it's mostly females and guys. But when it comes to the instrumentalist side, now that's a very male dominated field. We aren't equal, man. We as women are undermined. Like there was a friend of mine, Urambi, who posted a status asking people like would they allow her to produce their music, and then one guy replied and said, if only you're not gonna be moody and all of those things. To some people, man, that was a joke, but to someone who actually doesn't just want to be a vocalist and a keyboard player, but also pursue a career in like as a producer, you see. So yeah, we undermined. Like there's a lot, man, that's going on. As a matter of fact, like if you notice, most female instrumentalists, it's only a handful that are there, like that are really doing it as a career. Because I know of some other, I'll talk about drummers, female drummers here, but because of what has been said to them, like it actually makes one to degrade themselves, like believe what people are saying to them, that or you playing nonsense, I wanna go do something else and whatnot. The music industry is for people with thick skin, that I can say. You know what keeps me motivated? It is knowing that God gave me this gift, and whatever that He promised me, it shall come to pass. Another thing that keeps me motivated, it's the ones who look up to me, man. I for one have not even scratched the surface of the industry, but you'd find that I've worked on a couple of projects, so there are people like who would DM me, like complimenting me and also giving me words of encouragement, and knowing that there are those type of people in my life, like giving up is not an option. Yes, I've come far, yes, I have a long way to go, but if I look ahead of where I'm going and where I'm coming from, like where I come from, guys, busy boo, yeah. So yeah, that's what keeps me motivated. Like I've got other ladies, young girls to inspire. A message that I'd love to give as a musician: There are so many people that I could mention right now that have been in the game, that have paved the way for us. But and we thank you, we continue to learn. But at the end of the day, I cannot play like Sabo. Like, I have to find my own style of playing. I have to find my own identity in my drumming. So and yes, we'll always be compared to those people. Being compared is something that was happening before, like, I came into the music industry, and it will continue to be there, like, even years after. So just stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Like, that's all I can say. Don't try to be someone that you're not. Like, it's better to be real than fake. It is good to look up to someone, but don't try and be them, because at the end of the day, there can only be one Sima Matatis, there can only be one Sneaky Wamabaso, there can only be one Sabusacha. So just stay true to yourself. This one I'd like to dedicate it to my fellow musicians out there. It is possible to live a life that is holy and purely for Christ. Yes, we know the norms that are in the industry, like the list is on and on and on. It begins with us. I believe even my generation. It is possible to live such a life, because at the end of the day, it's not just about playing. It is ministry. Even the Bible says that when the tormenting spirit came upon Saul, they said, go and get David. He didn't preach, he just played. So whenever you sit behind that instrument serving, just know that it is all spiritual. Someone will get healed, someone will get delivered through your playing. So even with this pandemic, man, like, it has actually showed us that we are nothing without God, and that we should fix our ways with God. My name is Sima, and I cannot be broken.